Times he's been unmarked, including that shot there. He wasn't very well marked.
Yeah, he's looking for some bragging rights on his team because five goals by 5 different players so far for Chelsea.
Coming into the game is Elan Konies. He started this match. Joshua Constant will come out right now for LAFC Black in the 54th minute. From the left side, across, Calvert, far post, can't get to it.
Yeah, that time he just misread where it was going to land and not able to do anything with it. Once it hit the ground, it took off.
Hermosillo there also for LAFC and couldn't really get to it. Maybe a little miscommunication. Only 2 players marking those 2 forwards. The way they've been shooting, you need more than that. Off the head of Munoz. Batted around in midfield. Now Calvert is dispossessed. Possible run up the left side. Gutierrez, or rather Jorge Ruiz, he's dispossessed nicely and made it look easy. It's Jesus Moreno who comes back to make the play. Munoz plays it ahead. Trouble, short, goal for Short.
Yeah, and he's onside that time and did a nice job on that run. Going down just left of center and well timed, and then took the shot early enough.
Chandler Short just knew where to stay in the middle. Had a nice pass one-on-one with the keeper. As you said, stayed calm and put it into the corner of the net.
Yeah, and that was one where Chavez, again, he was attacking him, trying to cut off his angle. But Short took it early enough to not allow him to get there to either knock it away or to limit his access to the goal. Well done by Short. And the 6th different player to get on the board for this team, for Chelsea today.
And a bad pass on what looked like a good attack, but his intended target was Brandon Barron, and the pass was behind him. Only one mistake, and LAFC takes advantage. Munoz. Velasco, near side Moreno. They'll play it back. 56th minute. Goal scorers include Velasco, Amaya, Palma, Murillo, Calvert, and Short.
Yeah, 6 different guys, 3 on headers, 3 off the ground.
We may actually have a shot on goal. Ruiz trying to get around, and he's dispossessed at the goal line. That's the deepest penetration that Black has had all game, but he couldn't get off a shot. I think it was Jesus Moreno coming back once again to make the play.
Yeah, Moreno doing a nice job on defense that time. Again, Ruiz had the best opportunity the Blacks had all day.
A rare mistake on the back line. Now Calvert centering it at the other end, but cleared out of the box. Munoz. Is it cleared away? Moreno will play it square.
One of the things that has really impressed me about this Chelsea team is their movement, you know, when they're not in the play. I mean, you know, all guys, they're moving a little bit, but these guys are constantly reading. It's almost like chess, the way they are thinking ahead on the defensive possession, is that they don't allow somebody to catch the ball clean. And if they do catch the ball clean from Black, it's a split second before they've got a defender right on them. They're moving as soon as the ball is going toward that player, so that way then they don't have time to actually turn and find another teammate.
That's one of the goals. You don't want to give somebody a lot of time where they can work some magic, and Black has not had any magic. Oriano wakes up as now they're playing pitch and catch with Oriano in goal. Guess they want to extend the defense a little bit and find some more gaps.
That's smart patience. We've talked about them being calm and throughout the entire match, and they're again proving it again that they'll keep going back and forth until they find an opening that they want.
Munoz's run forces a throw in, and some more substitutes coming in for the Black side. appears that Jake Heilbrunn will come out, and Juan Reyna will return for LAFC Black. Also set to come in Colin Hassan, who also started this match for Black. And Milano Sanchez will sit. More subs for the Black side at the 59th minute.
And no matter what, I mean, even though it's 6-0 and the outcome is pretty much what it's going to be, what an outstanding tournament for both of these groups. And I mean, Black, to come back from a wild card situation and get all the way to the title game is extremely impressive.
That goes into the side of the net. Is making a run as Bilal Abdallah. Couldn't get anything centered. It'll be a goal kick for Chavez. As we said, the first match of an exciting championship weekend. The only non-championship match that will be played during this weekend will be tonight, when in the Coleman exhibition match, the USA under-17 women will take on their counterparts from Brazil. See a lot of fans out here for that one. And Tudor, left side, tries to center it, can't, headed away and cleared out. Rojo puts it back out of the attacking third for the moment, and that'll be a foul. Officials just letting the play. It hasn't been anything chippy. We said, from the same soccer club, these players know each other. They work out against each other.
And you know, sometimes, depending on the club, sometimes the dynamic is you develop this intense rivalry, sort of animosity as guys are fighting for position and moving forward. And other times it stays pretty friendly, like this one has, that there's, you know, friendship and respect level that has superseded what sometimes could become intense competition.
It's a nice job by Calvert to find Omar Hermosillo, who tried to turn and fire, but it was knocked away. It'll be a corner kick for LAFC. Far post, off the boot, in trouble. Knocked away once. Can Chavez get to it? His teammate does, and Chavez picks it up. Just kind of swatted it out of the air like a fly, but the ball dribbling within just feet of the goal manages to stay out.
Yeah, and that was a great over-the-shoulder. I mean, there were a couple opportunities in there for Chelsea and not able to get across. A great reaction by Chavez whenever Hermosillo got the one off his left foot that almost found the net.
Played again, ahead for a run, short, crosses, Hermosillo goes through the goalie's hands and into the net.
Hermosillo knew that he just got ripped off on one and thought that he had it, tried to come back and was able to make good on this one.
Well, that'll be short, I think. He was just trying to cross. Checked out, it was Tudor, so a 7th different goal score, and that's what you would call a soft goal. So Jacob Tudor gets in the scoring column in the 61st minute, but you know Chavez wants that one back because I think he took his eye off, was maybe looking at Hermosillo, who was challenging for that one, and it went through his hands. 7-0 now, 45th goal of the tournament, and now some wholesale substitutions for LAFC. Edgar Murillo will return. Also Malcolm Jones coming back on the field. And also Adonis Amaya.
And the amazing thing is they're up 7-0 and they haven't quite reached their scoring average yet.
It's just above 7, isn't it?
Yeah, they're almost there. One more goal and they reach their scoring average for the tournament. Really just an impressive showing against some of the best teams also at their age level.
62nd minute now.
You know, sometimes you see teams at this level that they have one or two really dominant players, so they can put some goals on the board. But as you just mentioned, 7 different players on the board today. 5 different players have had assists on those 7 goals. It's been a display of skill from all different parts of the lineup and the field.
Said this was the #2 team in the nation. I'd like to see the #1 team. It's hard to see a team in this age group that could beat this LAFC side.
Yeah, I think they finished, I think I was reading on their site that they were rated 6th in the country and they were 1st or 2nd in California. Man, I'd like to see those other teams, as you said. They're an impressive group.
Now they're just playing it square and keeping possession. It's Quezada will boot it back to the keeper. We'll play it wide for Jesus Moreno.
And the one thing about this age group is that you don't get enough interplay throughout the country or between regions or anything. A couple of times at national tournaments and things of that nature, but you know, certainly, and it's amazing how much things can change from one year to the next, just the development at that age and the way guys can change or work on skills. And even this group, like LAFC with their clubs, they work 10 months of the year with their groups at under 13, and then once you get to the academy level, U16 and up, they go 11 months of the year.
I think we're going to be generous and say a moment ago Hector Rojo's play into the box was a shot, just so they don't get a zero in the shots on goal. He played it from about 30 yards out and it dribbled to the keeper. I guess that's the closest thing that either keeper for LAFC has had to make a save today.
Yeah, and not really. Shot doesn't have to be a good one, it just has to be on.
And it was. And now a throw in for Black, but we're waiting on some more substitutions. Justin Wright will return to the game along with Daniel Crisostomo.
The bag for the head back here in this blue pouch thing here.
You see Justin.
Yeah, and the defensive intensity is kept up for Black. I mean, they're just obviously outmatched here, but they have certainly continued to put forth good effort throughout this entire match.
Guy Horcasitas will come out of the game. He's had a pretty good match, actually, for the Black side.
Yeah, he really has. He's done a great job on the defensive side. He's got to be exhausted, though. He has really worked throughout this match.
He's been chasing a lot. And again, players will have to chase a little bit again. LAFC controls and crosses midfield. 66th minute, played up ahead. Rolando Munoz wants to get on the board. Right side, can't make a man miss, and we'll play it back, look for a teammate. Takes it out of the box, and we'll just play it on back. I would guess that the coaches maybe put a moratorium on scoring now, because he didn't try and cross that. He just played it back lazily, and now they're playing pitch and catch with the keeper.
And may have, certainly. I mean, you've got 4.5 minutes before you get into stoppage time. We've already into the 66th minute of this match, and work on some passing, work on some other things. Obviously, you don't want to end up giving up something. You want to preserve the shutout.
That was a little bit of a dangerous pass back, but nicely handled by Oriano. Crisostomo. Reyna tries to play it toward the box, and I don't know if you'd count that as a shot. Probably not.
Yeah, I think he was trying to find one of the other guys. Maybe Hossam, he thought was going to make a run off the left side, and no one else really attacked.
Goes into touch, throw in for Black as we're in the 67th minute. The Los Angeles Football Club, Chelsea, will take home its first Dallas Cup trophy. Its main side winning the under-13 division. They'll try and go for 2 for 2 in this next match, the under-14, where LAFC will battle West Coast FC, another SoCal matchup. Southern California sides making a nice showing in this year's Dallas Cup.
Yeah, and this Black team on their way to get to the final, they also knocked off San Diego Surf in their quarterfinal matchup. Another California team, and Real SoCal were two of the teams that they knocked off in the playoffs in order to get here. So they've certainly done well against other teams from their region, except for the guys that are closest to them.
Right. It's hard to believe the second best team can probably match up with anybody else in this age bracket pretty well. As they got to the finals, they were defeated in group play by Dallas Texans Red, who then lost in the quarterfinals.
Wonder how this Chelsea team would do against their own U14s.
I know.
Yeah.
We will find out how good their U14s are. hard to make comparisons, but if you just look at goal differentials, the U14s have a more appropriate goal total and goal differential other than the outlandish 45-0 spread that this LAFC squad has given up. And so it appears, barring a miracle, as Munoz takes a shot on net, that LAFC will not only win Dallas Cup, but will do so without giving up a goal in the entire tournament.
Yeah, now 27-1 on shots in this match. They've really just dominated from start to finish.
Played up ahead. The back line retreats nicely. Murillo sees it go out, so it'll be a throw in for Black.
And you can tell this Black team, they want to find a way, you know, even if just a quality shot, although that's not going to be it.
He tried to chip it to his teammate Barron, or rather Diaz, who was in the box. And some collision, and it's played up by LAFC. That's Calvert. Boots it into touch. It would be a Black throw in. Nice give and go play. Conies plays it ahead. Now they play it wide. If he can keep it in, he can.
Yeah, and that time the pass by Cobian just a little too hard.
For that throw in, we'll have another sub for LAFC. Bradford Jamison come back in. Rolando Munoz will sit.
And into the 70th minute now. Interesting sub at that point in the game.
Yeah.
Other than just you're trying to maybe burn a little time so you don't, like you talked about, they've held off other than just taking the shot a moment ago, but that one was from 35 to 40 yards out.
Yeah, they're wasting time for another reason. Not because the opponent will come back, like that is the strategy in many matches.
Right, right.
Black's back line now in the attacking zone, something we didn't see at all the first half. Reyna puts it out into stoppage time, and that's it. No stoppage time, which and you can see on the right side the manager is getting showered by water bottles. The championship, LAFC wins Dallas Cup 31's under 13 division, beating their club mates by a very convincing total of 7-0. Running down the goal scoring again, Sebastian Velasco in the 5th minute off a header from a corner kick. And then Amaya in the 7th minute, Adonis Amaya also off a header. In the 23rd minute, Oscar Palma off a header. Edgar Murillo in the 31st minute, 4-0 at half. Caleb Calvert in the 50th minute, Chandler Short in the 55th. And in minute number 61, Jacob Tudor to make it 7-0. So congratulations to LAFC for not only winning the title, but getting 2 clubs into the championship match. For Herman Hudson, I am CJ Martin saying so long from Pizza Hut Park at Dallas Cup 31.